Okay, so before the day begins and I trash this up and get it all dirty, this is it. This is what I bought. Obviously the seat's flipped up. You can get to everything here. It's got pins there to pull the guards out of the way for a quick change of the belt in the field. Nice and easy. The main differences from that one is you'll see the park and brake is over there. And to engage the blades in the blower, you'll lift the PTO handle up to engage it. This one here, my park and brake is over on the left instead of on the right, and you push this down. See, it spread those apart. I'll show you again. Push this down, spreads them apart, tightens the blade up, and that's what gets your blades going. So it's backwards. Something I'll have to get used to. The neutrals are nice. If you ever get stuck and have to pull it, tow it out, anything, you got to disengage your hydros. You know, everybody should know that if you have any hydro unit. So you just lift these tabs up, you're in neutral. Nice and simple. This flips up real easy. And you got your release lever there. It's up here, a little further back on the MT. But same idea. It's right there. I did get it with the 56, see it's right there, 56 Side Discharge. They are all timed blades. I noticed some of the walker mowers come with the rubber flap for this, which I would rather have. Not a big fan of the metal. It will be up most of the time anyway. I'm going to try running it with it down to see how well it disperses grass. But it'll probably be up. You'll see we got 0.0. Absolutely nothing on the hour meter yet. And that's where I got it. Middle port tractor. It is the B19, like I said. With this style, the decks are a lot heavier, so it actually underneath here, if I can pop this out, stand by to stand by. It's got the pin. Hold on. Pull the pin out and slide the, it's still stiff because it's all new, slide the bar out, okay, and then you just take the bar and you stick it in the end there, pull your red pins out like you do on all of them, and then you can use the bar to lift up, and you flip the deck up, hook your lock onto there, and that's pretty much it. I will be making plenty of videos on this. You know, there's the comfort seat. I don't know where that's not the standard seat that comes with it. You guys know, I mean, everybody knows walkers. It has a flat seat, real thin, very uncomfortable. This is their new comfort seat. I did tell him when I wanted this thing and when I agreed to go to the 2016 model, if you watch that video, when he said he would upgrade the seat for free, I told my dealer that, sorry, I'm trying to hook this bar back in, guys. I told him at my dealer I want the best seat, the good one with the adjustable knob right here to adjust the comfort level, and he said it's an $800 upgrade. So I know what it is. I don't care what it costs. I want it. Put it on there because I have back problems and I don't care what the cost is, and might as well do it now because I know I won't do it later. And then he came back to me and said, well, they agreed to upgrade the seat for free if you're willing to take the 2016 model. If you guys remember that video, well, it didn't, and it came with this seat. And I said something when I picked this up last night. I told my dealer, I said, they didn't upgrade to the other one. He goes, yeah, that's an $800 upgrade. I said, yeah, I'm aware. And I left it at that. I did get this upgraded seat over the other one, so you know, this is definitely a very nice seat. It's extremely comfortable. It's even more comfortable than that new Walker comfort seat over there that I put on that one. That seat cost me $300. It's definitely more comfortable than that one even. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to complain too much about it. If it turns out that I don't like this seat, and it does cause me problems, we're definitely going to have to figure something out, because I specifically did tell him that I wanted that other seat. That was not my screw up, that was theirs. So we'll see what happens, but let's get some mowing done. It's cold out here this morning, like 42 degrees, but there's no dew on my truck, trailer, or anything, so That grass might not be too wet. Might be able to get some mowing done today. Okay, here's my initial. I just got done mowing. I don't know if you can see, but that whole center section right there, you guys have seen that before. Just got done mowing that. This thing does fly. The offset of the deck takes a little getting used to, but comes in extremely handy. It's very nice for going around things, and then the deck cuts back in without you even turning in, so it takes care of that area. It works out great. I got 0.4 hours on it, so almost a half hour on it. Couple things. One, this gas tank is pissing gas out all over the place. I filled it up before I got started mowing. I don't know what the frickin' deal is, but I put the cap on. The cap's on the right way, and I turned it until it clicked a couple times like that. It's still pissing gas out all over. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna have to figure that out. In the deck, every time this deck flexes, like, I mean, that's Walker's signature thing. The deck flexes with the mower. You know, when you go down in dips, every time it does, this drive shaft is grinding so bad it sounds like it's going to tear the damn drive shaft right out of the unit. I don't know why, but man, it is freaking loud. And it's like, it's a big vibration. It's like grinding pretty bad. I don't know. We'll see. I have it set at 3 inches. It is leaving a phenomenal cut, for sure. Mount on my dash is taking a shit. See how much the camera moves? I don't know if you can notice that. That's a lot. It definitely moves a lot. Never used to, but that's been up there for like a year and a half. It's been on the dashboard that I just clipped the cameras in and out of. I really thought that grass was going to be taller there. I've been cutting it at 3 inches every week with the other walker, with the MT, and it's been I'm dumping grass like I'm dumping it, or I'm filling the hopper like 1.5 times to mow that. Almost completely full 2 times, I would say, actually. To mow that property once. So I thought for sure that I would notice it with this, but I mean, you definitely notice a real nice flat even cut, but I wasn't throwing barely anything out of the deck at all. I mean, I wasn't taking very much off at all, just leveling the top of it, if anything. It's definitely slowing way down everywhere. But I'm gonna film more. I wanted to take it out. I knew that's where I was gonna do the first mowing with that mower. I wanted to take it out and just cruise with it, and before I started filming anything, I wanted to see what it was gonna do. I wanted to really listen to it. I wanted to really pay attention to it. It's definitely making some noises that I don't like, but I think that's just break-in noises, I guess you could say. I mean, I had that with the Tiger Cat too, and the Freedom Z. I mean, those are the only 2 mowers I've bought brand new. So so I had that with them, and then, you know, once everything got going, I ran it for a day, and then I took it home and I greased everything again real good, and, you know, got everything worked in, got all the parts settled in. You know, it's mechanical. Things are going to settle in. They're going to move. They're going to adjust, you know. So maybe it just needs to do a little bit of that, but I'll tell you, the common misconception that walkers are slow, and a lot of them are, I'll bet you that B19 right there is just as fast as my Tiger Cat. Not a doubt in my mind, that thing is just as fast as my Tiger Cat. It moves. That thing definitely moves. I didn't have it at full throttle mowing. It would have been too fast. But I set it at a good steady pace, and I was cruising right along, and it was cut really, really nice. But then when I shut the blades off and I was driving back over to the trailer going down the road, I had it wide open all the way. I had the forward control, the speed control all the way forward, and I was cooking. I was definitely cruising down the road. So she moves
for sure. I don't know exactly what the speed is. I could look through the manual, but I don't really care. You guys could look that up. Look up a Walker B19. It'll tell you how fast it goes, what the travel speed is, so you can look it up yourselves if you want to know. But, alright, well, I am going to definitely keep an eye on that gas tank. I'm going to figure out what the heck's going on there, why it's spewing out gas out the cap. You know, I'm not a fan of that. If it needs an O-ring or something that's missing, you know, I have tons and tons of O-rings. I have kits with all different sizes, and I'm pretty sure I have some that big, so I can take care of that. But I'm going to have to see why it's doing that, because the cap's definitely on the right way, and it's clicking like a regular gas cap. So I don't know. The only thing I can think is there's a seal or an O-ring missing out of that cap. But and I'm gonna have to really check that drive shaft. I looked at the ends. I mean, it looks like it was all pre-greased and everything. How much grease they actually put in it, who knows? So, you know, just pay close attention to it for the rest of today, and when I get home, I'll go through everything and grease it all again. But that's I'll definitely get something. I'm not sure what, but I'll definitely get something filmed with that mower. I have a pretty good idea of a good size backyard that I'd like to cut with it, and we'll see. So we'll see what happens. out there. I call that the Brian shimmy. He likes that. That's his thing. He's into it, man. You know, you guys know me. I'm not the review kind of guy, and I'm not the. I don't push products, and I don't. I'm not gonna pimp myself out for a couple of gas cans or a trimmer rack. I gotta admit, that's not mine. That comes from somebody else on YouTube that sent me that in a private message because of all the GIE stuff and the guys that pimp themselves out, and they're seems like they're more of into the salesman job now instead of loving lawn care. But it's funny as hell. When he sent me that message, I damn near pissed myself. I'm a pimp. What's up with all these guys pimping themselves out for a couple of gas cans and a weed whacker rack? I don't know. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not even going to say you told me that, because, you know, I know people are, and they're sensitive. You know, everybody's feelings get hurt nowadays. That's how it is. Everybody needs a safe place. So I don't want nobody to get all teary-eyed. But, and I'm not picking on anybody. You know, I'm just having fun. It's just funny to me. Daddy buys his own shit. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I'm daddy. I was talking about me. You got that? Me? Daddy. Okay. But, I don't know. So you guys know I'm through reviews. But I'll tell you what. I love that freaking mower. I'm having so much fun, that damn thing. I don't know. It's like, it's everything I did not expect. I'll tell you that. I think I'm going to call it Herbie. That's going to be its name. It's going to be called Herbie. Because, you know, like Herbie the Love Bug, if any of you guys remember that movie, because it's this little ass mower that, you know, it's weird. It's this little ass mower that does everything you wouldn't think it does. Like, it's extremely fast. It turns on a dime. The incline going up that backyard, I know nothing ever looks as steep as it on camera as it actually is, but, you know, it's the Tiger Cat, when it goes up, I mean, right up it, no problem. The Tiger Cat never has an issue going up it, but you can hear, like you can definitely hear the difference in the sound of it, of the Tiger Cat, when it goes up that hill. Not this thing. This thing's just like, you give it a little more forward speed, it's like, whoop, right up it. Way it goes, man. It doesn't even hesitate. And it only has a 19 horse Kohler on it. I don't know, 22, 25 horse, something like that is what's on the Tiger Cat. But, I mean, it's a difference, too. This machine's like 700 pounds, 725 pounds, something like that. And, the Tiger Cat, without the bagging system weight kit, without anything on it, it's like 1,200 pounds. So that could have something to do with it. But the thing just scoots, man. It flies. And I really, really thought that I was going to hate that deck, just because I didn't know that it was off-centered from the machine. I thought it was dead on, like most mowers are, like most front deck mowers are. I didn't know there was this extra chunk that hangs off to one side. But I'll tell you what, I love it. Love it. I could go along the edge of like flower beds where they got trees, like pine trees with the low branches that hang over, and I can stick that deck right under there and go right along, and I don't have to do the whole lean over thing like I do with all the other mowers to try to not get attacked by the branches while I'm trying to get part of the deck up under there, you know. And if you still can't get it to cut like that, then you got to go back, and it's that much more trimming. Hello, not with this thing, with that extra, that much of the deck, you just cruise right along, and it's right underneath all them trees, cutting all that stuff. Done. I love it. But you guys wanted a review? There's the review. You know, what I've said in the video, what I've mentioned. She's nice and dirty now. I got into some muddy water, and there's some muddy water on the deck. But it'll get into spaces, man. It handles that 56-inch deck like there's no tomorrow. The tractor itself is tiny. I mean, it gets into small spots that are places that I will never, ever get the Great Dane or the Tiger Cat in. I mean, it gets into some spaces that are tight. Yeah.